piece of siding, he like snapped it in half and like stuck it in there. Like it was just.
Were they bought together or were they like separate just at the same time?
So it's interesting when my wife and I, as I mentioned, kind of like, you know, hey, I reread Rich Dad and said, wow, all right, that house, that one single family, we refinance that to make the terms better. We just sort of mentally and financially converted it to an asset, right? That's an asset that we have now. Then we decided we're going to buy two more, and we're looking all around Boston. And like you in South Florida, Boston's just like a hot market. Very, very expensive. There are a couple towns you can get into, but boy, you're just getting into like, you know, very, very difficult tenants, I guess you could say, if you buy in those towns. So I thought, wow, let's look at my town, like where I grew up, right? Let's take a peek at that. And there were 4 distressed duplexes on the market. They were all like a wreck, and they were expensive for what I thought they should be, but they were all like gross. And I remember looking at all 4. I'm like, well, any one of these 4, you know, these are interesting. They all had the same agent listing them as well. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe she's investor friendly or whatever. Well, it turns out all 4 were owned by the same guy. So the same owner had all 4. He lived in downstate New York, like New York City area, and moved to Florida. And he had a property manager, managing the properties for him. But like I remember one of them when we walked up to it, there was like a piece of siding missing. It was like it's an old like asbestos siding. It looked like an asbestos, like kind of, I don't know, a weird looking siding. It wasn't like your vinyl or anything like that. And the siding was missing, and it was almost like he went up to it. He looked at the size of the hole. He had a piece of siding. He like snapped it in half and like stuck it in there. Like it was just terribly maintained, all of the properties. So I looked at all 4 and actually went under contract on all 4. Made an offer. I don't remember what that offer was or how much it was or how much the total of the 4 were even going for, but made an offer on all 4. Then we did our inspections, and 2 of them were just a little too much. Like half of one house had to be literally taken down. The other house's foundation was sinking. It needed like a whole re-engineering to do it. It was like, those are a little over the top. So I got out of the contract, and the owner asked if I wanted any of them. I said, yeah, these 2 I like. And we ended up going under contract on those.
Right. So how did you find them? Were they on the market or were you?
Yeah, they were just MLS. I literally like pulled them up. There it was. It was like, I wish I had this whole detailed story of like how I hunted for them or whatever, but it was like, can't buy in Massachusetts, look in this town of Oneana. There they are. And then we bought them a few months later.
And how long were they on the market?
They were on for a while, probably a year or more. They were on and they didn't really move in price. Like they maybe $5,000 or $10,000 each. They didn't move a lot.
Right. Yeah. And probably that's why they were on the market for a long time. The guy was ready to sell.
You got it.